Finally, brothers and sisters, whatever is true, alete, whatever is noble, semna, whatever is right, dikaya, whatever is pure, hagna, whatever is lovely, prosphile, whatever is admirable, euphema, if anything is excellent, arete, or praiseworthy, epinos, think about such things. Whatever you have learned or received or heard from me or seen in me, put it into practice, and the God of peace will be with you. You see all these terms: true, noble, right, pure, lovely, admirable, excellent, praiseworthy. These have to do with the transcendentals. What is true? What is beautiful? What is good? These are the driving forces for all of us. So anytime we're talking about aesthetics, we're talking about all of these three elements. That's why you cannot talk about aesthetics as an artist without a sense of morality. You know, the people of this world, the artists of the world, they don't care about morality because their sense of beauty has only to do with something that is visual or something that has to do with technological. Now there's technological aesthetics, right? You know, they're talking about metaverse. They're talking about avatars. And they're going to be the ones who are going to be the artists for you know, right? But even in all of these, they're not talking about morality at all. But true artist is also a moral artist. Okay? Now, if you're an artist, you're always drawing and depicting something that is perverted, like pornography that is perverted. I don't think all pornography is necessarily perverted. Some pornographies, I think they're trying to depict beauty of human body, okay? But it gets perverted sometime along the way. When you have a picture of a nude figure, right? Initially, it's just a nude figure. I mean, you had Adam and Eve, they were nude, right? But then how does it get perversive and it becomes corrupted? Somewhere along the line that happens. And if you're not able to differentiate, then you call that art. You know, today they call those things art. Greek philosophers would have disagreed with that. They said, wait a minute, it's got to be holistic. There's got to be, yes, appreciation of beauty, but there's got to be morality to this too. Okay? And it has to be true to reality of things. Okay, okay, so it's a pretty heavy, you know, philosophical discipline when we're talking about aesthetics. Okay? Are you kind of getting a sense now? This is pretty deep. This is pretty profound. This is not just appreciation of art and just entertainment and just seeking for pleasure in life. We're talking about something that is foundational to being a human. If you're truly human being and you are in touch with your human nature, then you must seek for what is true, what is of beauty, what is of goodness. And what offers these three transcendentals more than the Christian values? What Christ exemplified, what he demonstrated through his incarnation. He demonstrated truth, reality. He demonstrated beauty, what is excellent, what is of great value, what we can say is truly beautiful and lovely. He demonstrated goodness, true virtue, true character. Okay. So I want you to think about this. I want you to meditate as to what is art, what is aesthetics, what is theological aesthetics. What does this have to do with truth, beauty, and goodness? That's all you need to do. Just meditate on that. And God will give you a sense of perspective about looking at everything in life and everything of nature and everything of the whole universe from that perspective. Okay? You know, you've seen some of my choreographies through theodrama. Okay? That came from something in my mind. Okay? I'm not saying that all of these were like some special revelations from God. Of course, I could never claim that. But I do feel that my intention in choreographing each of this, because I'm responsible, ultimately, whatever I present to the public, especially in a theological educational setting like this, to the students, that it has to be faithful to the Word, it has to portray the character of Christ-likeness, and somehow the beauty of utilizing, these means to portray something. Okay? And I didn't know whether I was consciously thinking about these three matters, what is true, what is beauty, what is goodness, but I think I was. Because I've been taught that way through the Bible. I've been taught that way through the teachings of Christ. And so that plays out in my choreography, And I believe that when our students were performing that, they were thinking about this because, they had that in them. They are naturally on a quest for truth, beauty, and goodness because they're Christians. So sometimes these philosophers who have nothing to do with Christianity or Judaism, they can come up with brilliant understanding of truth and reality. And that's what Plato did. That's what Aristotle did. And we find amazing philosophers not only in Greek culture, we see them in the Indian culture as well. We see them in Egyptian culture. We see them in Babylonian culture. We see in the Islamic culture. Because when we're talking about the language of beauty and truth and goodness, we're talking about something that is foundational for human beings. And as long as we're created according to the image of God, these are going to be the languages that has to stick in our minds.